Hey, welcome to episode 69 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about lowering your different services that you may have. Maybe you have cell phone service, internet service, cable services. We're going to talk about what you guys can actually do to lower these different bills. Now, the first thing I want you guys to do is please list all the different companies you have and also list how much you owe for each company. That's something that I honestly had to learn. I didn't do that at first, but I learned that as I started paying off debt. I was like, okay, I need to list these companies and I need to see how much I have to owe to each company. Now, after you do that, you need to call each company to try to see if you can lower that bill. Now, when you call the company, just try to see, hey, is there anything that I can do to lower my bill? What am I paying for? Is there any extra add-ons that I have? Do you guys have any special promotions that I can get on? Because sometimes they have those special promotions. So definitely do that. And also ask them about a Lifeline service. Certain counties, certain states, they are being paid a certain amount where they have to provide these services. And sometimes people can just pay $10 per month for like the Lifeline services, or sometimes you can get it for free. So definitely call to see if they have these services available, especially if you're a senior, if you're older. And make sure that you call other companies, like shop around. Like say, when I first moved to Florida, I think I never had like a company such as like, I never had like, I had them before, but I didn't have Sprint, I didn't have US Cellular, I didn't have T-Mobile. I had them before, but I started going with like the prepaid services where you have all the different things that they had with those services, but you didn't have a contract. So I had that, but when I came here, I found out if I went with Spectrum, I can get it for cheaper because Spectrum have cell phone service. And now I pay $30 a month per line, and I have me, my daughter, and I have my iPad. So I pay $90 per month, and we have phone service, we have internet, and it's amazing. So definitely call to see if you can switch, because before I was paying like $50 a month. Now I'm paying $30 per month per line, which is really amazing. And if you ever want to buy like an iPhone from them or a Samsung, they can actually divide those payments up at no additional charge. So that's really amazing. Like I bought my iPhone 13, it's finally paid off now, but I just basically had all those different payments separated, divided into a certain amount I had to pay per month, and it just added to my bill. And I keep seeing my bill go down because my daughter, she paid off her, well, I paid off her phone. I paid off my iPhone 13. Now I just have my iPad I need to pay off. But once I pay that off, my bill's going to go even lower. Because again, whatever device you have, you don't have to actually put a lot of money down on it. And it is depending on your credit too, but they're going to be able to divide those payments up for you. So that's really nice. Now I told you guys I wasn't going to let you guys get all the way in my business to the end. I told you guys that in the last episode 68. So let's kind of get all the way in my business when I tell you like what I have personally experienced. So when I told you guys to call the companies and list them, the cell phone, the internet, cable, and more, that was really amazing. So what I have found is the area that I'm staying in, I am in an HOA. So the HOA actually pays for our cable and our internet. Isn't that amazing? I mean, like the regular stuff that I was paying before. Because when I actually moved into this area, they was like, oh, well, because I wanted to get set up. They was like, well, you don't have a bill. And I actually added on a house phone. So I had to pay, I think it's like $10 or $14 a month for my house phone. So that's really amazing. So you want to definitely call to see if there's any type of specials or promotions, but you want to list down your bills so you know how much you was paying. Because I think my internet was paying like $140 something for my internet and cable. And I need this certain high speed internet so that I can continue to record like this. But when I moved into this area, it was like, yeah, the HOA covers it all. Don't worry about it. Just keep paying HOA fees, you'll be good. And I'm like, what? This is amazing. So definitely call and see. And then also when I listed my bills, I'm like, okay, something got to shake. Like I can't pay this. It's not that I can't, I won't. Like I could put this amount towards debt. Like I'm very frugal now. So I actually canceled the home phone, and now I have other things that I had set up that's no bill. So definitely look into that. And now, remember, I was paying extra $10, $15 a month, and that was something where I could have put towards some debt. So I canceled that. So definitely list all your bills, know exactly what you're paying, and try to see if there's a way that you can actually lower your bills. So again, like I told you guys, I called the cable company. I also called the cell phone company and tried to see if there's anything that I can do to lower my bill, even though I'm only paying $29.99. And like, you already have the lowest bill. There's nothing you can do. But I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just leave it at that. But call and see if you can get on another promotion, some type of payment plan. And I'm locked in with the $29.99 with Spectrum. I know they're doing that just now for like 12 months, but I think I'm locked in for lifetime. So I might not leave. Like, I might just stay here forever. And I like it. So it's nothing to complain about. So I might, like I said, stay here forever. And also call about the Lifeline service. I know when I stayed up north, they had like free cell phones if you got like food stamps, or if you got like Medicaid, Medicare, Medicaid, one of the two. I think both of them actually. But if you got any type of government assistance, they was able to give you free cell phone service. They also had a thing too when I was up north where, and even down here too, where they was paying a percentage of the internet bill. So definitely call to see about that, to see if you can get your internet lower. And that's because too, probably during COVID they had this only, but maybe they still got it, who knows. They wanted to make sure, like, especially if your kids were studying more at home, they had that internet service so that they can even talk to their teachers. So definitely call about that, because that may be something that can really help you out a lot, like having a lower internet bill. Or if you don't have internet, they may have a special promotion where you can get it for very, very cheap. And do not feel any type of way about switching. I switched companies so many different times, and I just wanted to make sure that I can use my same phone at that new company. I never felt any type of way. I just wanted to make sure that if I was to switch and go with another company, I can get what I want and I can get what I needed. A lot of times people like be married to a company, and I'm like, this company is not doing anything for you. Why are you so married to this company? And I just tell people, look at the other companies and see what they have to offer. Like, I had the Verizon before, I had the bill, and my bill was out of control. I did not like it. I had T-Mobile. To me, my bill was out of control. And I feel like I didn't have any special perks back then, even when I had that. So when I seen Spectrum and I seen what they had to offer, I was just getting cable hooked up. Like, okay, I need to get cable hooked up here. I'm in Florida now. I need to get cable. I never thought about switching my cell phone until they say, hey, you know, you can get your cell phone for $29.99. Like, I'm like, what? So be open to switching, you all. Like, definitely be open to switching. I have switched my cable multiple times too. I made sure I stayed with a company that was just helping me. Like, I remember I had a company called Time Warner before. I had the I even had some services with at&t, but those things are just so expensive. So I always just shopped around. Same thing that we should do, like with our car insurance and different things like that, is no different. So just shop around and see who have the best offer for you. And if you find somebody with a better offer, like, all I can tell you to do is just jump on and see what they have to offer, and then just jump on it. So now we're going to talk about how you guys can save even more money in episode 70. So I will see you guys there.